Hey guys, it's Kendra, it's Woo Woo. I'm not really sure who I want to be today, but I do know that I want to talk about a serious topic that everybody knows about me, but I just kind of I mention it. I don't really go into depth about it, and I am working with my doctor to talk, about things and not joke about things all the time when it really hurts, you know, um, therapeutic, getting stuff out there. Um, I was shot. I was shot in my head 20 years ago. Um, I remember it being the day before Thanksgiving. I remember it being my cousin, my sister, and I. I remember not talking to my sister at the time. Like, I was a nasty thing. Like, I had this attitude on me. And I wasn't talking to my sister. We live in the same house and everything, but I wouldn't talk to her. Like, probably for like a month. Just wouldn't say anything to her. And not that she wouldn't even say anything to me. I just wouldn't talk to her. Just mean. So, um, day before Thanksgiving, it was cold outside. My cousin called some guys over, and she was like, bring two guys for my sister. She called us her sisters. So, um, when the guys came, we rushed outside. Um, we were outside chilling with the boys, and it turns out that my sister and I knew the two guys that she brought over. Well, that her friend, if y'all following me, brought over to chill with us. So it wasn't even on no hookup type stuff. It was more so, those are homies. We about to just kick it with them for a little bit. So, um, we were outside chilling, laughing, joking, playing. Um, the guy who shot me, I saw him with a gun, and it didn't phase me. When you grow up in the hood, you kind of normalize what you shouldn't. Seeing someone with a gun, most people are like, oh my God, he's got a gun. But I'm like, oh shit, he got a gun, he's strapped, Gotta be safe out here in these streets. But didn't think nothing of it. We got cold because, November, and we said, hey, let's go sit and chill in the car. So we go sit and chill, park right outside our house, my aunt's house, in a 3-seater van. So I'm on the front passenger side, and then there was the driver. So we were talking, chit chatting it up. Um, the shooter was in the seat behind the driver. My cousin had left out the car for a bit, and my sister and the other guy, they were in the third row seating. So then, um, the guy, the shooter, he says to me, hey, Kendra. And I look back again. I see the gun, but it's normal to me. We got to get out of that violence is normal thing, especially in the hood. Like, kids be really fucked up. You shouldn't think that that's normal to see a gun. But I saw the gun. Still thought nothing of it. And he's like, I should just shoot your little ass right now. I'm like, man, whatever. No sense of alarm, nothing. I'm like, man, whatever. When I turned my head, it was like, boom. It was nothing. Like, I didn't have a sense of sight, and I didn't have a sense of hearing at that point. So then I heard screams. Still, I didn't see anything. But I heard these screams. And then I opened my eyes and I just thought this dude just picked up the biggest boulder out of nowhere and threw it at my head because now I'm bleeding. But then like 2 seconds later, I'm like, I got shot. I remember that gun. I got shot. So I go back out of consciousness. And then I remember when I came to, I'm like crawling, trying to get up, going to the front door of the house because we were parked right in front of the house. And I'm screaming when I go inside. But my aunt, like I'm so silly all the time. My aunt was like, go see what that girl up there laughing about now. So my cousin come downstairs and she see me, then she stops and she turns back around to tell her mother that like something happened. So I just kept falling in and out of consciousness. Like it's like after that I keep seeing like tidbits. Like I can't see nothing, I can't hear nothing, but I'm trying so hard to open up my eyes. And all I can think of in my head is this is how I'm going out. 17, I ain't had no kids or nothing then. I'm like, this is how I'm going out. And I was so ready to give up. And I remember them putting water on my head. They were like trying to wash the blood away or something. I was in the sink. I don't know. But then the next thing I know, I go out of consciousness. And then I'm laying down. Like the guys, they left at that point. I remember somebody saying, man, we got to get out of here. They called 911. So they left. They stuck around for a little bit, but then they eventually left. I remember laying on my sister's lap and looking up at her. And I'm looking up at her because I was mad at her. And I wanted to tell her that I'm sorry and I love you. I'm like, this my ace boon coon from when we were younger. Like we grew up in the same household. We know the same struggles and everything that we had to go through growing up. We ran away from home together, everything. I got to tell this chick, I'm sorry and I love her before I go out. So I keep feeling myself going out and I'm blanking out. And I'm like, no, let me just tell her. Let me just tell her. Let me just tell her I love her. And I'm keep opening up my eyes because I want to tell her. I want to tell her so bad, but I couldn't. Next thing you know, I'm in the ambulance. When they say, I know people say, you see the bright light, and it sounds so cliche or, stereotypical people saying that right before they're about to die. But I saw a light, and I was ready to just go into that light. But I was like, wait, I could feel myself pulling myself down back and saying, I gotta let my sister know something. I can go now, but I gotta let her know that I love her. Like I was just mad at this chick for no reason. I gotta let her know. So I'm pulling through. Next thing you know, I'm at the hospital. I'm being operated on. I wake up, I see my aunt Rhonda dressed in a whole doctor suit. I just bust out crying. I thought she was my doctor about to work on me. I'm like, I'm really about to go. That was the funny part because I'm like, nah, this don't got this lady working on me. But yeah, that's the story. Like, it's not much to it, but there are a lot of emotions connected to that moment. Is fear. I have a lot of anxiety, hidden anxiety, because I don't tell anybody. it's just a lot of emotion up in here. The love that I have for my sisters, you know, even to this day. My will to live. And that's it.